Sometimes to move forward, you've got to take a step back and look at the road you've already walked. It's easy to get caught up in what's next and forget just how far you've come. But reflection, that's where the real growth happens. And today, I want to share the story of someone who learned that lesson the hard way. There was this woman, let's call her Maya. She was the type of person who never stopped. Always on the move, constantly chasing the next big thing. She had ambition, no doubt, but she also had tunnel vision. She was so focused on the finish line, she never stopped to take in the journey. Maya had dreams of climbing the corporate ladder, and for years she did everything right. Or so she thought. She hustled, stayed late, and took on more projects than anyone else. On paper, she was crushing it. But deep down, she felt stuck, burned out. Like all the effort wasn't adding up to anything. One day, after a particularly rough week, she found herself at a crossroads. She was exhausted, frustrated, and questioning if all the grind was even worth it. So she did something she hadn't done in years. She took a step back and reflected on where she was. She looked at her career, her goals, and even her personal life, and what she realized hit her hard. She'd been so focused on what's next that she hadn't taken the time to appreciate what she'd already accomplished. She saw how much she had learned, how much she had grown, and how many challenges she had overcome that she had completely overlooked. All those sleepless nights, all those tough meetings, they weren't for nothing. They were building her into the leader she was becoming. It was a turning point for Maya. Instead of constantly chasing the next milestone, she started making reflection a regular part of her life. Every few months, she'd pause, look back, assess her progress. And in doing so, she realized she wasn't just working toward her goals, she was living them. With this new mindset, Maya's whole approach shifted. She wasn't just moving forward aimlessly, she was moving forward with purpose. She could see the bigger picture, and because of that, she started making smarter moves. Her career took off in ways she hadn't even imagined. And the best part, she was able to enjoy the ride. So why is reflection so important? It's simple. It gives you perspective. It shows you what's working, what's not, and where you need to shift gears. It's about more than just checking boxes. It's about seeing the full story. When you look back at where you've been, you can better understand where you're going. Maya's story reminds us that it's okay to pause and reflect. In fact, it's necessary. Life's a journey, and sometimes the only way to truly appreciate it is by looking back. So, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like the grind isn't paying off, take a moment to reflect. You might be surprised at how much progress you've made and how much more you're capable of. Looking back isn't about dwelling on the past. It's about using it to fuel your future. So go ahead, take that step back. You'll be ready to leap forward stronger than ever.